Hey guys, how's it going? I hope everyone's good tonight. I'm so excited to start this series on the Young Living Premium Starter Kit oils. There are 11 oils total in the starter kit, and I thought it would be really great to just one by one go through each oil and see what we can learn about them. I have had so many people buy starter kits and they just have no idea what to do with their oils. They maybe have never used aromatherapy before other than what I use on them here in my massage studio, and or someone calls and says, hey, I got this going on, what can you do for me? And they've never used them on their own. Someone just gives them the information. So I have showed up at clients' houses who bought full kits, and I say, oh my gosh, you have a cough, bring me your oils, let's go through and see what we can use. And I open up their box, and you guys, they're all sealed. So I kind of like, wow, this is crazy. We need to learn how to use these. So I'm doing these this series of videos. I'm gonna upload them to my YouTube channel so you guys can share them, watch them when you want. If you have new customers sign on with Young Living, you can shoot them my way, and they can watch the videos and learn. So as you guys jump in, go ahead and say hey, give me some thumbs up, give me some love. I really appreciate it. Sandy, hey, welcome. Okay, so before we get started, I want to I gotta make a little claim here per the FDA. I am not here to diagnose, treat, cure any diseases, any illnesses, nothing like that. So nothing I say here tonight is in replace of whatever your physician has told you. It is just knowledge that I have found from my education at the American College of Healthcare Sciences. It's information I have found from third-party sources, and it's also information I have gotten from Young Living product info. So my goal is to not be all-encompassing in one area. It is to pull information from different sources, combine that information, and say, okay, what lines up here and what doesn't? And if something doesn't, then I dig in and I do more research, and I get online and I get on PubMed and Google Scholar, and I totally geek out on learning about chemical constituents and stuff. It's kind of weird, but anyway, that's just my thing. Anyway, so tonight we're going to start with lemon oil, because I think everybody knows lemon oil, but nobody really knows what to do with it. You're like, oh, it smells nice. That's great. I think it'll work to get the sticky stuff off of the glasses I bought from Marshall's or something, right? But we don't know, like, therapeutically, medicinally, like, what are we going to use it for? So I thought it would be a good starting point. It's an oil I use during allergy season every day in my diffuser, with my kids, with my husband, with myself. It is a go-to for us. So lemon oil. I have notes, so if you guys see me looking down, it's because I don't want to get anything wrong. I'm good, but I'm not that good, and I don't want to make anything up. So anyway, okay, so lemon oil. The scientific name for lemon essential oil is Citrus limone, okay? Young Living oil is cold pressed from the rind. They take the rind off and they cold press it, so there's no heat, there's no water added to it. It is just the pure oil that you get. This type of oil is phototoxic, which means if you take lemon oil and you rub it all over your skin because you have some acne, and then you go sit outside in the sun, you're probably going to burn, and it's going to be awful. And I know this from personal experience because I was ingesting some citrus oils and I fried myself two times. So don't do that. So cold pressed oils are phototoxic, but it is the purest, best way to purchase lemon essential oil. Most of the stuff that you go and buy at the store or you buy online from Amazon or wherever, and I've done it, I've totally been there, those are usually steam distilled. And in steam distilling, they add heat, obviously, it's steam. Well, what that does is it produces a higher yield of oil, and then they can sell it for less money, right? Because they get more. And when that happens, the steam breaks down the chemical constituents. So they don't have the same therapeutic value that a cold pressed oil has. So always look for cold pressed lemon essential oil. It's very important. So when you get your lemon oil out, you're gonna twist off that little top. You're gonna give it a smell, and it should smell, I mean, you get that lemon, right? It's right there, but it should be really fresh. It should smell sweet. You shouldn't have a bitter smell to it. It's kind of a sharp, you know, it kind of hits you in the back of the nose. I love it. Okay, so this is what I do. As an aromatherapist, we make sure our oils are pure, and we do that by doing several things. One is by using our nose. Our olfactory senses are great for figuring out if oils are pure or not, and you have to train. It's your nose and your olfactory system. Another way is by using a perfume blotter. So what you're going to do, if you have these, if not, you can order these online anywhere, and they're awesome. So what this does is it allows you to put a drop of oil, just make sure I get one drop, don't spill it all over, onto here, and you're not going to be able to really see this, but when I drop it on, I can see the color, okay? So it's kind of a pale yellow, little greenish tint to the oil. So I know that, okay, this is lemon oil because it has some of that color in it. So I also run my fingers through it so I can feel the viscosity of it, and it is it's a little greasier than what you're gonna feel like on a lavender essential oil. Volatile oils evaporate, so you shouldn't have any type of like oiliness to them. But I mean, look at that, it's gone. I mean, it's gone. I don't feel it anymore. So it, but it has a little bit more greasy because, you know, if you peel a lemon or an orange or grapefruit and you kind of get the oil on your hands, you feel it, right? It's a little bit oily, but it should vanish quickly. So the next thing we do is we smell. And again, we smell out of the bottle, and then we smell after it's been on the testing strip, after it's been oxidized, it's hit the air, and the scent is a little bit different. It's because the top notes of the oil evaporate, and then we get more to the meat kind of the oil and the scent. And after a while, that lemony scent becomes a little more dense. I did this earlier, about an hour ago, on a different strip, so I could come back to it. And I'll tell you guys, it is night and day difference. This one was like a minute ago. This was an hour ago. It's so bold and amazing. All of those light, fresh notes from the top have gone away, and it's now a real dark, kind of earthy, lemony smell. It's amazing. So what gives lemon oil that smell? Okay, so let's talk about that. The constituents in lemon oil that help it be therapeutic are, so I got some facts here. Okay, so it's about 70% limonene, which is a terpene that gives it an expectorant action. 11% is beta-pinene, and 8% gamma-terpenine, which are both monoterpenes, and they have analgesic effects. They also have some bacterial effects and expectorant and a stimulant action. So, and then there's like a 1.59% of citral, which is an aldehyde, and that gives a calming and anti-inflammatory action to it. So those are the chemical constituents. There's like a bunch of other little tiny pieces obviously in there also, but those are the main ones that give it their therapeutic qualities. Lemon and oil, all citrus oils, should be stored in a cool, dark place. Some recommend the refrigerator. They will go bad within 8 to 10 months, and they lose their therapeutic and medicinal value at that point. You can still use them like in an air, in a diffuser in the air so that, it smells pretty. But if you're going to use it for a therapeutic effect after 10 months, you're probably not going to have the same effect that you would have had before. Okay, so constituents. I could totally geek out on constituents, but I'm not going to bore you guys with that. Maybe I will someday, but I'm not going to now. Okay, so let's talk about uses. Well, we all know that there are household uses, right? Lots of us have used lemon oil as a cleaner, right? So I talked earlier about getting the little sticky gummy stuff off of glasses or whatever that you buy at the store. It can also be used as a jewelry cleaner. So you can clean your silver with lemon oil and it will take the tarnish, off of it. Lemon oil will curdle milk. If you need buttermilk or curdled milk for some reason, put a drop of lemon oil in it. That would work. You can use it to make lemonade in a pinch. It could work. I say use the lemons, but if you don't have them, there you go. What else? Let's see. Okay. As far as therapeutic medicinal properties, for the I'm just going to go through systems. I thought that would be the easiest way to kind of break it down. The circulatory system. So it aids in blood flow. It's a stimulant, right? It can help to reduce our blood pressure. You could use it to help stop a nosebleed. It aids in blood flow. So you could dilute some lemon oil in a carrier oil and you could rub it over your chest to help with some blood pressure or blood flow issues. Respiratory system, it's great for bronchial issues, asthma, lung infections, that sort of thing. It can help aid the body. It can help to kind of push out an infection. So that is a great way to use lemon oil. We use it for an allergy blend. We use it with peppermint and lemon, and I diffuse it this time of year all day and night, and it works. And when somebody needs a little extra boost, I put 3 drops of each oil in a capsule, fill it with carrier oil, and they take a capsule, and allergy symptoms are gone within 15 minutes. So very beneficial. As far as your immune system, so you can use this for like throat issues. Let's say you have some laryngitis or you have a sore throat. A little bit of raw local honey with a drop of lemon oil or 2, and you eat that. It'll coat the throat. It has some antiseptic properties, so it can help to kill off any bacteria that might be in there. Again, no medical claims on that. Essential oils and herbs are used to support our bodies. They support. That's what they do. Okay. They can help reduce fevers. You could mix it with some peppermint and frankincense and rub it on the bottoms of your kids' feet or on the back of the neck and down the spine and help reduce the fever. I would keep that blend also for headaches and migraines. It's also really great for that because it does have some anti-inflammatory properties to it. Cold sores, just take your bottle and just this and rub on a cold sore. You can do that as often as you'd like until it's gone. I'll do that with some tea tree oil or even maybe purification blend. And it helps to wipe out the cold sore. Let's see. Okay, digestive system. We all know, we've read all of the articles and blog posts and watched the news stories about drinking a glass of warm lemon water before you eat anything or do anything in the morning. And I know people who swear by that. And what it does, the reason we do that is because it helps to stimulate the digestive system. And if we stimulate the digestive system before we put something in it, it's going to aid in digestion. It's going to help with any constipation or diarrhea you might be experiencing. It can help kill off Candida yeast. There are clinical studies that have been done that show that it is good for that. So lemon oil is great for things like that. Mouth sores, you can make a little mouthwash with it, and swish it around in your mouth, spit it out, and it will help to heal the sores in your mouth. Okay, your integumentary system or your skin. So skin, biggest detox organ of our bodies, right? So of course we want to keep it happy. We don't want to be putting all these chemicals on it. I think it's like 100 chemicals women put on their bodies a day before leaving the house. Like, that's the crap we do. Wash your hair, condition it, soap, all the fancy face creams and toners and serums and all this stuff, and our makeup and it's outrageous. Your deodorant, all the stuff we put on our skin, and all we're doing is just gunking up our system, and we're adding all these toxins to our body, and they can't process that, which, can lead to disease. So what we want to do is keep our skin, our integumentary system healthy. So lemon oil is great for that. If you get acne, just same thing, with like the cold sores, you just touch your bottle to your finger and rub it on, and let it aid and support your body. You can also use it as like an exfoliant. So you could add it to your toner, let's say, or your face wash. Rub it on your face, and it'll help to slough off the dead skin cells, which is great. I mean, imagine not having to use. Some people use like heavy duty chemicals to do this to their skin, and all you need is a little couple drops of lemon oil. Who knew? And I think this bottle's like under $12, 250 drops. You can't beat that. It's great for insect bites. If you get a bite and it's itchy, or even before, if you're just like, oh shoot, something got me, just rub it on wherever you got bit, and it'll, anti-inflammatory, we talked about. Again, not a medical claim. Sorry, I'm going to be goofy about that. Anyway, it'll help to calm down the insect bite. Talked about acne, great for that. A lot of people use lemon oil for lymphatic stuff, for cellulite. So you can add it to your skincare regimen for your body. Extra virgin coconut oil, shea butter, what do you use? Add lemon oil to it. You're going to help to reduce some cellulite maybe. All right. So mental clarity. This is a huge one. I honestly didn't know that lemon oil was good for this, but through my research, I found that it improves concentration. So just you can diffuse it in a diffuser, of course. You could blend it with some oils like geranium, lavender, peppermint, eucalyptus, things like that. But you just do a drop in your hands, rub them together, and just breathe, right? It doesn't get any easier than that. It's so great. So if you're sitting at work, or you're going to take a big exam, or you're in school, you got a big meeting coming up, this is, it smells so good. Like, do that. It helps to clear the mind. It helps to center you. It'll lift your spirits a bit, so it'll give you a little more confidence to kind of go in it with some gusto. And like I said earlier, great for headaches. So do that if you're like, whoa, I've got a headache coming on. First of all, drink a glass of water. That's most important. Stay hydrated. But then smell your lemon oil. Look at that. It's gone already. That's how quickly it evaporates. So you don't have to worry about, if I do that, I need to go wash my hands. That's not going to work at the office. My hands are not greasy. That oil is gone. So super simple, you guys. Lemon oil, is awesome. So you can diffuse it also to like deodorize the air. When you like cook something and it maybe just doesn't go right. Diffuse your lemon oil. Maybe add a little peppermint to it. I love lemon, rosemary, and eucalyptus. One of my favorite blends for deodorizing the air. And it's a great respiratory blend too. Maybe add a little pine to that, and it's really good for your lungs. But anyway, I'll totally get off track pretty easily there. But anyway, you just diffuse that after, you cook something and it maybe smells yucky, or you go into the basement or the attic or the laundry room and you're like, whoo, something is not right in here. Throw your diffuser in there with some lemon. It'll purify the air. It's amazing what it does. Can deodorize. It's just great. So dilutions, right? Because we all want to know how much is too much. What are we doing? I think most of us, when it comes to dilution, are smart enough to know when enough is enough. I think we should know our bodies well enough for that, but there are proper dilutions out there, especially if you're working with children or the elderly. You want to make sure that you are not overdosing. There are limitations to it. So a good for lemon, I mean, lemon is used, it is the FDA has approved it on the GRAS scale, which means it is safe for just generally recognized as safe because it's used as a flavor additive. It's used in so many foods and toothpaste and things like that. Same with peppermint oil. So I mean, we're getting so many oils in our, things that we use normally anyway. So a 1-to-1 dilution, like 1 drop of oil to 1 drop of carrier oil, is usually a pretty good place to start. With children, you probably want to do like 1 drop of essential oil to 5 drops of carrier oil. That would be a safe spot to start. You always want to remember with essential oils that less is best. Okay, you want to start slow and start low. That's my new motto. This is what I tell people. America is all about more is better. It's not true with herbal medicine and aromatherapy. It just isn't. You want small therapeutic doses that are smart doses because too much can actually have the opposite effect. In one of my earlier videos, I talked about therapeutic margin, and that is that very fine line between a therapeutic dose and a toxic dose. It's so fine, you guys. Don't mess with it. If a recipe says use 3 drops of lemon oil, use 3 drops of lemon oil, okay? Somebody has studied something somewhere to come up with that amount, okay? And don't get that information from a blog post. Go and do your research. I talk a lot about PubMed and Google Scholar. Go check it out. Get the information from the source. That's important. In a capsule, 2 to 3 drops of essential oil, fill the rest with carrier oil. I don't take essential oils, I don't use them as a preventative. I use them when needed. Now, don't get me wrong, I diffuse all day. I'm rubbing oils all over the place. They're usually diluted. They smell yummy, so why wouldn't I? But I don't take this capsule every day, 3 times a day to prevent this issue. If I get sick, I turn to what I need. So the best way to let plant medicine work with your body is to use it when you need it. Okay? If you're taking a therapeutic dose of anything continually, you build up a resistance. So when you really need it, your body's not going to know what to do with it. So be smart, follow your instinct, tune back in next week, Tuesday at 9 o'clock, probably. It seems to be a good time for my family to settle down. And we are going to discuss another oil. So I plan on doing this every Tuesday night. And if you have any info for me or comments or questions, feel free to private message me or jot them down at the bottom of this video, and I will answer the best that I can. I think that's all I had for you guys for tonight on lemon essential oil. I think it's a powerhouse oil. It's a pretty amazing one. I am so glad that it comes in the premium starter kit. And go grab your lemon oil, smell it, do what I showed you. If you don't have test strips like this, get a piece of paper out and put a drop on the corner. Smell it right away, wait 5 minutes, go back to it. Wait 30 minutes, go back to it. Wait an hour, go back to it. You're going to be amazed at the difference. And it really is, it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. I do it with all of my oils. It's kind of a thing. I love to see how they change. So anyway, okay, I'm done. You guys have a great night. Thank you for joining me. Share this video, come back, comment, let me know your questions, and I will see you back next Tuesday for another video lesson on another oil. I don't know which one I'm going to do. We'll see what I want. Okay, have a great one, guys. Thanks for joining. Bye.